my God, we good. All right, this is how we starting off today's podcast, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and motherfucking girls, welcome to another episode of Let's Keep It a Buck, the hottest podcast in the land.
Yes, sir.
The craziest numbers. We have 9.6 streams across all platforms. We're growing slow and steady. Emphasis on slow right now, but it's steady. It's steady. Shout out to the YouTube people. Shout out to the iTunes and Spotify people for holding it down. But ladies and gentlemen, today we have another guest on the show, the one and only king of the fourth quarter, Kenny Beecham. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all inviting me on.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming on, man. I know you got an extremely busy schedule, man.
I feel like people say that. It ain't that busy, bro. I got plenty of time. Yeah, I got plenty of time, bro.
Really? That's surprising. Because I was thinking of questions to ask you for the pod, and I was like, yo, like this man be grinding on the YouTube shit.
Word.
But before we get into the questions, we got the usual crew out here today. We got Dom, we got Wordu, we got Justin in the background. Say what's up to the
what's
people,
up?
Man.
We back for episode 9.
You don't even know what episode we on, bro.
Are we 9?
Oh, man. Yes, this is.
Yes, sir. This is the 9th episode.
I know, because I can't count past 9. Once we get to double digits, I don't know what's going on.
Oh man, no more looking back from there.
Once you get the double digits, it's GGs all day. That's it.
GGs. All right, let's get this interview underway, boys.
Head ass. I mean, y'all got anything to say to the people?
I got energy
Holy
this week.
shit.
What's up, people? Thank you to all the YouTube people pulling the 2018 playoff LeBron, carrying these numbers.
Boo.
You know, everybody on Spotify over here looking like George Hill.
Oh my, yo,
choking
shout out to the
right now.
Spotify people.
Y'all choking these numbers.
Yo, we're trying to get that Joe Rogan back one day, bro. That's
I'm
not
saying,
a good
y'all gotta boost us up, man. Y'all gotta put some more effort in Spotify. But nah, welcome back. We got the one and only Kenny. I'm glad Kenny's finally here, so Bezos can stop stressing. Because Kenny, listen, this man Bezos was worried about them about messaging you like 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
like, man, I
didn't want to spam your DMs and shit.
I don't
bro.
want to seem thirsty, man. I don't want to seem thirsty. I done texted 3 times.
And you know
reply.
what's crazy, bro? I saw your like the YouTube awards show thing like the day that you dropped the video. That's when I saw the DM. I was like, damn. And then people were mentioning me like, Kenny, where's Kenny's vote? I was just too late. I was just too late to the party.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I know everyone.
Yeah, also,
like, literally
you didn't
everyone.
DM me about that either. I was going to vote.
Maybe next year, bro. Maybe next year. We're trying to up the
G League Awards.
Come on, man.
The G League Awards.
G League. The sample size is kind of small this year, but it's all good. Hopefully we can do it next year. Wordy, man, you got anything to say to the people, bro?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Alex Ward, dude, coming at you live, you know what I'm saying? Live and direct. Follow me on Instagram at WarduTheDude, WORDUTAHADUDE. Follow me on Twitter at WarduTheDude. Add me on Snapchat, CEO Chief Ski, and that's it.
Gotta plug all of them, man. Gotta plug all of them.
That's a fact. Did you gain any followers from all your plugs?
9
I
episodes.
actually gained a few. I gained a few from the Rusty Buckets interview, actually.
9 episodes in, this man gained 3 followers from plugging everything. Every episode. I love it. I love dedication.
I honestly want to know how much you get on Snap specifically with the CEO Chiefs keep.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it.
150 or so, somewhere around there.
Let me tell you this. Nobody watches
Something like,
Snap,
you know.
them shit be mini movies, bro. Anybody that knows Wordu, he will sit there and put a whole album on his Snap while he's driving. I don't know where the hell you drive from, bro.
A whole ass podcast on there, bro.
He'll put a whole Kanye album just jamming in the car. It go from like the episode when he was late, how it went from day to night in Bezos' point of view. That's how his shit be on his Snap. This shit is crazy. I don't get it. I don't
They're
feel you got that
spreading
much
fake
time on
news,
your
guys.
hands, bro.
This is fake news.
I try to put 3 snaps up. They say 2 of them failed to upload. You put like 36 up in an hour. Like, bro, shit's fake.
Shit's fake. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
How is everyone Jesus Christ, how's everyone been this week? Another week of Rona.
Good, just counting down the days. Yeah, count down days to the NBA comeback and my Lakers win. Just counting down.
Damn, you calling it
When
right
they beat
now?
the Sixers.
I've been calling it all year since we got AD. I've been calling it, man. LeBron's getting the fourth.
Baseball's back this week too.
AD's going to get his first, and then he's going home to Chicago.
No damn baseball.
All right, cool.
Hey, we got a white demographic out there. We got to appease the white demographic. We got to appease the white demographic out there, man.
Why people?
All right, Kenny, how you been this week, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Just at the crib, you know. We can't really do much. That's why I was like, it ain't too busy because it ain't much I can do but sit in the house and like make vids and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty much all I've been doing too.
How are you guys wearing hoodies right now?
Bro, I'm in the basement. One of my setups is in the basement. It's like 60 degrees down here. So not even do I just got a hoodie, I got like a blanket on top of it. It's just it's freezing down here.
I'm sitting in the garage in my underwear right now.
Oh my god. I got no excuse. This is like my recording uniform at this point.
You got to get.
I left my hoodie in the car. The AC's on. I left the hoodie in the car rushing up here. I'd have had mine on too.
It is what it is, man. Hoodie gang. This man's really just wearing underwear. That's why he getting barked at too.
That's my dog.
All right, man. But now I guess let's get into the interview portion of the podcast. Now every time I have a YouTuber on here, I'm always curious because, like, you know, I'm a student of the game myself. Just wondering what the process is like for all the YouTubers, because to me it's fascinating how everyone kind of goes through their process, especially with the different type of videos that people do. So I know this is a loaded question, but like how does the weekly, daily process go in the life of Kenny, man?
It's day by day, honestly. Like me and you are different, right? You usually have to write like scripts, do a lot of research for your type of videos. And like, since I'm mostly like a gamer at this point, when it comes to my channel, I just turn into 2K and I think of a different challenge, or I hit up my comment section where people are like just dropping video ideas and I just do one. Like, it's not nothing too extreme. I know you and the rest of like the 2K, not even 2K, but the NBA community, y'all be going deep into the stats. Y'all be working hard for one video, bro. I can finish a whole video in just one day's work. And I know y'all can't really do it with the type of videos that y'all do. So that's why I get to upload like 3-4 times a week on the main. And then I can do a reaction because y'all know reactions don't take no time. And then I can record a my career video. I can record like 3 videos and get them all done in one day's time.
Right. So do you batch record your videos, or do you just do it? Because I know I saw Rusty on Twitter, I believe yesterday, like he deadass posted like his next 2 weeks, like his plan for the next 2 weeks.
No, he's wild. No, it's day by day for me. I can't, when I record one video, I feel like I'm drained. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't record a week's worth of videos in one day unless I'm like, have a trip to go on. Like when we were traveling for work before coronavirus shut everything down, I had no choice but to like power through a week's worth of videos because I'll be in New York for an entire week. But if I don't have to do that, I'm just not. Because I feel like the quality of like you as an entertainer goes down when you're just like, you have to get things done, you know?
Right. And I even noticed that because I tried to plan out my next 2 weeks too, getting ahead on scripts. And I feel like the last 2 scripts I did, I was kind of like bullshitting it, you know? Like I was like, God, let me just get these done. So I ended up scrapping those videos because I didn't want to like half-ass a video out. But yeah, I definitely get that. Because I feel like if you plan too much, you kind of lose your energy on each one of your videos. And especially with your videos, like your energy is a big part of them too.
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, y'all are wild though. Like, I couldn't imagine having to write a script for a video, bro.
Really?
Like, that just feels so extreme. I know you're still in school, right?
Yeah.
So you still doing the schoolwork and then also writing scripts for a video? Like, that's not,
like until 2 weeks ago, I was taking Calc 3 and doing the YouTube shit. So
yeah, no chance.
Because with me, I feel like if I didn't have a script, I just go off script too much.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd end up putting in information that wouldn't even like add to the video. And you can even tell with this podcast, like sometimes I go on tangents that are kind of unnecessary. And like the stumbles.
That's what it's all about.
My recording.
No, I was gonna say that too. Yeah. A lot of people love those type of tangents where it's just like it's not related to nothing in the world, but it may have like a sentence in the tangent that people fall in love with, and then they keep tweeting that at you. I mean, at least that's my experience.
Yeah. You know who's
Shows
really
that
good
personality.
Yeah, you know who's really good at balancing both though is Low. I'm like, we don't even know if he writes scripts. Like we talked about this last week. I'm like,
we got
does he
conspiracy
write
theories.
scripts? Yeah, we got conspiracy theories about Low's process. But when he delivers his videos, it sounds like it's coming natural. Like it's a rant.
Low is wild because, I mean, I haven't told him this, but like he was one of the people that I was just waiting until he started using his face more in videos, because his videos are nice. I feel like his personality would fit perfectly to just do stuff outside of like the NBA community. So I was just waiting until that day. And then when I saw him, I don't know when he first did it. It was just randomly in a YouTube video. He's random like, hey, this is my face. You'll see me from time to time. And that was it. And then they did start doing their podcasts and stuff. I was like, yeah, I mean, he can have a second channel unrelated to the NBA that can blow up just because Lowe's just a funny ass dude.
Yeah. Because I've known, like, even Dom and Wordu, like, we've known Low from the Discord since, what, like, 2017?
16, 17, yeah, it's been a minute.
16, 17. And I was like, because before then, I just thought of Low as, like, any other NBA YouTuber, you know? But when specifically when Low was in there and talking to us and doing the 2K show with us, I was like, yo, this man really has a personality that I think people can latch on. And he's definitely waited for the right opportunity with the podcast, but he's killing it. Yeah. So he even got a burner account on Twitter now. I'm like, yo.
I saw that.
When I seen that, I died. He really got a Legend of Winning burner that's active. Every tweet.
Too.
I'm like, dang, my man's made it. I'm proud.
Yeah, because isn't it like to get verified on Twitter or Instagram, like one of the qualifications is you need a fan account?
I have no idea.
Is it?
I might be talking to somebody that's nowhere near verified. I have no idea.
So what I do know is that like they need like articles written about you. I remember one of my publicists was like, send me all the articles that are written about you. And I was like, I only got 2. And I mean, I'm still not verified, but they need like real articles to verify that it is you and that you are somebody, because apparently that check matters to a lot of people. It's like, I don't know. I ain't got it yet.
Apparently not last week, because all the verified people got
facts,
locked on Twitter. Yeah. But where do you, Dom? Y'all got any questions for the man?
I got one. Wait, where do you got anything?
Yeah, he's got 2, but he's gonna ask 6.
Kenny, there's been a lot of speculation out here about who's going to be in the NBA Finals. Who, in your opinion, will be in the NBA Finals? The Lakers, Sixers, Lakers, Bucks, Clippers, Bucks. Who do you think will be in the Finals?
Am I talking to the people? You know what I'm saying? Like the realistic. I don't want to make.
It's in your opinion.
I don't want to make people mad here.
No.
That's the whole point.
This is just you.
No, we keep it in a buck.
We keep it
in
a bug. Right. Okay.
Yes.
I'd probably go Clippers Bucks.
Oh God, I like you.
Didn't Rusty say that?
Jesus Christ. Yes, Rusty.
Didn't Rusty say the same thing?
You're just mad he didn't say Sixers.
I'm just mad he didn't say Lakers. I'm mad no one said Lakers.
Yeah. Be honest with us. He's honest, and we.
Why Clippers Bucks?
You sound disappointed.
I'm just wondering, like, why Clippers Bucks though? What's your explanation behind that?
For the Western Conference side, I just think that the Clippers are way too deep for them to lose 4 games in a 7-game series, assuming that everybody's healthy and nobody has to miss time because of the damn coronavirus. And out East, I mean, the Bucks are just like the pick. You know what I'm saying? There's no real reason behind it because they're the most dominant team. But if it happened to be some other team, there's a lot of teams out there competing. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks end up losing the conference finals to I don't know. I don't want to say Sixers though.
No one wants to say Sixers.
I'm saying Sixers.
Tell them your explanation for the Sixers, man.
Yeah, let me
break it down.
Matchup by matchup, you can clearly see that the Sixers defensively are one of the best, if not the best team in the East. If we're not going by stats, if you just look at like matchup by matchup, you got Ben Simmons, who's going to play the 4 now. I mean, Ben Simmons, you got Richardson, Tobias, Horford. If they all stay healthy and if they all gel together, I think defensively no one can really stop that team.
Shouldn't they be gelled by now?
I'm guessing that you are a big 76er fan. When you say that, like, defensively,
I'm a Laker fan.
Been kind of. Say it again.
I'm a Laker fan.
He's not a Laker fan.
It makes no
He's
sense,
fake.
bro.
When you say this,
He a fake one. He a fake one. He a fake one. He a rocket appreciator. What the fuck is a rocket appreciator, man?
That was 2018 guy. Okay, I am a Laker fan.
I was with you with
Digging
2018
up dirt
though.
on him.
I was there with 2018. But when you say like the 76ers as a whole, like defensively has been like underwhelming, considering like coming to the season, like you said on paper, they should be amazing defensively, and they just haven't been amazing for a long stretch of time.
I wonder who said that to you last time. Oh,
You
man.
gotta
How
trust
about a
the process, I
long?
think.
How long are we talking about?
I feel like, I mean, I don't have the stats, but weren't they just like, they were top 10, but like towards the bottom of the top 10 as far as defensively. And you have like a guy like Joel Embiid who's probably going to make an all defensive team. Ben Simmons is probably going to make an all defensive team. Then you still have Al Horford, Josh Richardson. These are all above average defenders. And you got Matisse Thybulle, the best rookie defender of all time. You'd expect them to be like a top 5 defense, but somehow they just haven't been able to do that.
Damn, even on the thing they're good at, they're disappointing. That's tough.
I'm saying it sounds like they're a little
That's tough.
disappointed.
They have a
But
point.
I mean, I'm just, they could pick it up in the playoffs, right? Where it matters a little bit more, but it's just.
That's what I'm assuming.
I looked it up. I looked it up a couple days ago. I know the Bucks for one have the best defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
The Raptors actually have the second best defense.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about it 2 weeks ago, but the Celtics also have a better defense than the Sixers. That's 3 teams that have a better defense than.
And the
Sixers
Wizards have a better offense. That's crazy.
And the
I mean, all 3 of those teams have a shot at making the finals. So
Except for the Wizards, who have a better offense.
Wizards top 5.
They have a better offense, though.
They had one of the best offenses. They were wild.
not anymore with Bradley Beal being out, but
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But Kenny, would it be
he's
fair
like,
to say?
yeah.
Would it be fair to say that the 76ers were a little disappointing from what you would think they would be if you looked on paper and like what you thought of them coming into the season? Are they a little disappointed?
Yes, they are a little disappointed.
Oh.
But one thing I said on my show is that like if they got eliminated in the first round, I wouldn't be super surprised. But if they made it to the conference finals, I also wouldn't be surprised. This is how much of like a coin flip of a team they are. They could be extremely good at times, and usually that was like the home games, or they could be extremely bad at times, and that was usually like the away games. So I don't know how they perform in the bubble where there are no fans and there's no home or away. Again, they're like the biggest wild card team in the entire bubble, if you ask me.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I thought about that too. Because also with Embiid, like a fully healthy Embiid, that's scary.
The best center in the game, man. In my opinion, best center.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know about that.
I thought it was obvious.
It's a lot of Jokic appreciators, which hey, Jokic is 2 on my list. I just feel like the defense matters. You know, we live in an age where people. Go ahead.
Jokic isn't a bad defender. I know he gets that rap because he doesn't have the foot speed to keep up a lot of times.
Yeah.
He's not a bad defender. I think the stats would support me on that. He's not a bad defender. He's not elite like Joel, like on defensive level, obviously, but he's not like the worst defender center in the league at all.
I mean, yeah, he's not the worst defending center, but when you compare him to a guy like Joel, who you just said is an all-team defender, I mean, the gap is there.
Interesting.
The gap is definitely there.
Dom, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Who's better, LeBron or Kawhi?
Who's better, LeBron or Kawhi?
Oh.
Now you're asking Mr. Bias here. Listen, you're asking Mr. Bias here.
Mr. Bias, bro.
As of right now, in the stages of their career, I would have to say Kawhi is the better player right now.
Damn it, I got him saying Kawhi with that checkmate right there.
Yeah, but we all know who the GOAT is. Like, come on, man.
Jokic?
Like, funny guy. Crazy.
Because Jokic is better offensively.
I mean,
by a decent amount.
But when you look at LeBron this year, the defense it's definitely been an uptick in defense than the last couple of years, and that's because he has the help of AD, which was my argument for the past couple of years when it came to Harden and guys like that, where when you don't have anybody to take the offensive load off, you're not going to try on defense because it's tiring putting up 30 shots a night. Like, people don't think about that. People think it's like 2K. Like, you can just go out there and shoot and not get tired.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's tiring putting up 30 points a night, 30 shots a night. Like, that stuff takes energy. A lot of people don't play basketball, so it's kind of obvious why they don't get that. But for the people that know, it's hard to do that. So that's why some guys take that side of the ball up. LeBron's had to do that, plus his age is getting up there. Makes sense. This year he has the help of the young the young brow AD. Now he can put that work in on defense. So I mean, the gap between AD's like 26, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, he's between there. Yeah, mid-20s. But the gap defensively between Kawhi and what we've seen from LeBron this year is definitely a lot smaller than the gap in defense between Jokic and Embiid. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
That's fair, yeah.
So, yeah. But, you know, I mean, I like what you tried to do. I like it.
I tried to get me. I got him a little bit. Look
at Don wiggled his way out that conversation,
player,
bro.
Maybe.
Had the bob and weave out of there, man.
Like Mayweather out there, bro. Hey, but Dom, did you have a question afterward if we can?
Oh, yeah. So is there any players or is there any NBA players or analysts or anybody involved in NBA that you met that like you got any stories about that was just like a funny way of running into them and just you introduced a funny way, just something like that?
Let me think about it. I've just been working with NBA players since the start of this like calendar year. And I was supposed to meet so many more people before everything got shut down. So like I only have I have a pretty short list of players that I've interacted with. It's been Miles Turner, Trae Young, Pat Connaughton, Ja Morant. Who else? Mikal Bridges, but that was like through Call of Duty. Like we played Call of Duty. Eric Pascal. But like everybody, so far I can say that so far everybody's been really, really cool. I haven't met like a dickhead yet. Like the first interview I ever did was with Miles Turner, and he was like, I told him like this is my first time interviewing somebody. He was in I expect you to give me some type of criticism afterward because that's how you get better, right? And what he gave me some fair criticisms, and I took that into my next interview with after that I had Trae Young, and I said same thing to Trae, like Trae, this is one of my first interviews. You got anything that you recommend? He's like, no, you did pretty good. And I was like, okay. Then I took it to Pat Connaughton, and then Pat Connaughton was like, I would have sat down to talk to you for a whole nother hour if I had time to. So it hasn't really been a single NBA player that I've met that's been like a jerk to me or just wasn't like completely friendly. And part of the reason I think that that's the case is because like I'm so much different than like the normal person that will be interviewing them. And I think that's why House of Highlights was very interested in like signing me, is because these guys are used to being interviewed by 50-year-old white dudes who, you know what I'm saying? They're not used to having another brother next to them. So
especially around the age.
Yeah, around the age, right? So
it's not reaching for something. Yeah.
So like this one ain't been released yet, but the Ja Morant interview, I feel like me and Ja Morant like really connected on like us having similar hair, us having our dads be a big part of our lives and stuff, small stuff like that had him open up more to like the interview. So I don't know if I'm going to have that. I know I'm going to have that day where having somebody just be like a dickhead, but so far.
Hopefully it's not Boogie.
Right.
I feel like Boogie just does that to like what Kenny said, like the old white people media. Like,
I feel like Boogie gets a bad rap, bro. I love Boogie. Boogie just gets a bad rap.
Boogie's cool.
Yeah, Boogie seems like a cool dude.
Bro, I remember the only NBA interview I had, bro. I was shaking.
Who was that with?
Was that Yabusele?
Yeah. That was Yabusele. When we talked about it last week when I was on the NBA channel.
Yep.
They sent me to a son's. Yeah. They're calling me SpongeBob's grandma on there. But like that ass, like I think one of the people inside the locker room was like, all right, we're gonna have Semi Ojeleye come out. You can interview him for like 30, 40 seconds. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like taking a deep breath and shit. I'm like, oh God, this shit's really happening. And I have my camera on one hand, and I had like I forgot what I had on the other hand, but I was just like unstable with the tripod and shit. And the whole time, like I was trying to get a shot and talk to him, like keep eye contact, but it just like at the video, it just ended up like a shot of his chest pretty much, and me talking to him, and it was like shaky footage too, bro. That too. So I was like, I was trying to get the framing right and shit, but
another really good one I did was with Quavo.
You interviewed Quavo?
I did a Quavo interview, and that was probably the weirdest one now that I think back on it, because Quavo walked into, we did it inside the Atlanta Hawks arena, and if y'all have been there, they have like a barber shop inside the arena. So we set up there, and he walked in and he didn't say nothing to nobody. He didn't shake no hands. He didn't introduce. Well, he didn't have to introduce us fucking Quavo, but like he just walked in. He mic'd up the makeup lady was like, "We need to put this on your nose." He's like, "No, you don't." And I was like, "Wow, this is about to be a terrible interview." He's about to and as soon as the camera came on, he turned on his personality, and it turned out to be like a crazy interview. He had the entire crew of like 20 people laughing, and then like my producer was like, "Y'all cannot be laughing because this is, you know what I'm saying? Because we only supposed to have my audio and his audio, but we got like this whole crowd around us laughing." But that's the craziest one now I think about it. And then after it was over, he shut it off and he left it. He didn't say bye. He just left. It's like, oh, okay.
That just further justifies how fake the rap game is. That's crazy. Christ. Jesus Christ. That was a perfect example of how fake the rap game is.
He said.
Yeah, exactly.
Lights, camera,
crazy.
action, personality. Like, yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I didn't know it was like that with like celebrities could actually do that in terms of just like turning it on like that, like it's fucking playoff LeBron and shit.
It's actually really impressive to just be able to do that.
Yeah.
To just snap your fingers and just be the life of the party and then just be done with it in 20 minutes.
Because to them, that's their job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, you know how often they gotta do that to just train themselves and be like, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and life of the party. I'm here.
Exactly.
All right. We're good. Entertaining. All right. I can leave. All right. I'm out. All right. I'm ready to go home.
All right, I'm out. See y'all.
done.
Peace. All right.
Cool. I don't even need a haircut. I'm out. Like, yeah, that must be some tiring stuff. I feel it.
Yeah. But I guess my question is, before these like big opportunities came up, at what point did you know that YouTube was something you could actually do as a full-time job instead of going the traditional route? Because obviously, like to any YouTuber, all these opportunities don't just come out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? You have to get to a certain level for people to hit you up and to get the right connection. So when was that? Like, was there even ever a point? Like, did you just straight out, go after it out the gun?
So I was making videos for like 5 years before I started making like any money that I could tell anybody about. Like I was getting paychecks of like $100 here, $150 here, because the company that I was with, the payout was pretty low. So like some days some months I get like a $30 payout, and I was cool with that because I was like 14 years old and I wasn't old enough to have a real job anyway. So like eventually when I turned 16, I got my first job and I was still doing YouTube through that. And once like my 18th birthday came around, I got one YouTube check that was like $400. And it's like, okay, that's basically matching what I'm making at my real job. So I sat down with my pops and I was like, I think I'm going to quit my job to start this, to actually do this YouTube stuff. And he was like, that's cool, but you still got your car payment, you got this, you got that, and you still have to go to school. I was like, cool, I can do that. And then I started focusing like basically uploading daily. The numbers started to get better. And then like a year after it was like my job, I was able to move out of my parents' house. I was able to drop out of school because I wasn't under his roof no more and I could just do what I want. And from that
That's
moment,
the dream.
For real, it's really the dream. And I got my apartment, and my apartment was basically just a recording studio. I had a bed, and then a living room was where I had my setup. There was no kitchen table. I had a microwave that wasn't used because I was just ordering food. It was basically just like all about YouTube for like 2 years, and then and now I'm here basically.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, because for me, that's like the one question I have, because I'm like in this middle ground where I'm like, all right, I can call myself a YouTuber, like I'm making enough like to pay a couple bills here and there, pay for myself, pay for a couple plane tickets and shit. But it's not to a point where, all right, like I can move out, like be my own man and shit. Mm-hmm. So I guess to me, honestly, that's like a personal question for me. But yo, big ups for all the success, man. Like I see the grind, I see everything.
I feel like it probably is a lot tougher for like NBA YouTube more than obviously NBA 2K YouTube, because you guys have so many limitations on like how much footage you can use before you get it get claimed. And then since you are writing scripts, you can only upload X amount of videos a month. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I had the luxury, since it was just 2K, I can upload 20 videos in a month. And obviously the more videos, and as long as you get consistent views, you have the money to do this stuff. So I feel like for you guys, it's probably just a lot tougher because it is more, your videos are more methodic, you know?
Yeah. And especially with specifically NBA YouTube, like people click on our videos for the information we talk about. Like when people click on your video, it's like, all right, Kenny uploaded a new video. Let me watch that. And like, they're going to watch you for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the personality. But me, it's like, all right, the topic he's talking about isn't really all that. And that could drastically change the performance of the video depending on what topic I'm doing. Like if I deadass just post a face cam video, like you can see my audience retention would change just with me using face cam, because people are like, all right, like I want to see LeBron on my screen, not this dude. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely is harder for our lane, but Dom 2K has been killing the Twitch game. Like he's getting 1,500.
I'm in there.
Yeah. He's getting like 1,000, 1,500 live viewers. Low with the podcast, he's killing it. MJ2K all day, he's streaming as well. He's getting like 200, 300 streams or live viewers. So there's people definitely, maneuvering them with the way that they move to be more personality based. But yeah, it's definitely harder.
It's MJ2K all day. We had an event in New York a few years ago. And he was DMing me and he was like, where's it going to be? I gave him the address. Boom. He pulled up to the event and he was so hell-bent on meeting my general manager with House of Highlights. And I don't know. I mean, I introduced him, but I don't know if anything happened from that. But I admired that man for his grind, because he pulled up to our event and he was like, I'm going to talk to the general manager. I don't give a damn if this dude is working. I'm talking to him. So yeah, I admire that type of grind. But one thing I can say about you guys' videos is that it has the higher, virality? Is that a word? Like a higher chance of it to go viral based on your topic, right?
Yeah.
Just because it is like, I dropped out.
Yeah.
Don't say.
I'm about to say, you talking to another dropout, brother. Yeah, your guess is better than mine.
So a lot of your videos could go pretty viral if the algorithm fits right, because it is you're talking about a specific topic and there's so many NBA fans out there. It's just, it's just such that like a lot of us are like pigeonholed to the YouTube algorithm, right? Like there's so many people out there that are making such good videos, but aren't able to capitalize on their talents because it may not hit the recommended section of somebody.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here, especially depending on the lane you want to take. But if it's like the thing that's been working for you, then you got to keep working on what's been working and stay consistent with it. So hopefully, my goal is to get to where you are. You know what I'm saying? Use you as motivation as well. I know a lot of YouTubers out there use me as motivation, which I find like really cool. I'm like, people really look up to me. I'm like,
right.
That's.
At the end, keep about to tear up that ass.
I'm like 5'7". I'm probably looking up to you, bro.
At the end of the day, I'm hoping that I'm like just the first of the YouTubers who hit like the media, the real NBA media, because there's so many people that are so talented and know the hell they're talking about. I just hope that I can set the example for these companies to be like, okay, we don't need to hire somebody out of college. We don't need to hire somebody that's been in the game for 10 years. We could take a chance on somebody that has the skills in editing, has the skill in talking because they're in front of a microphone a couple times a week. And hopefully just more companies start to like reach out to YouTubers to try to build something.
Right.
I mean, with guys like you, because something I noticed is, like you said, you was interviewing NBA players. Like you said, with the job interview that's coming out, y'all bonded. And everybody said they gave you criticism. There was no criticism. Everything was fine. Once companies see that, once other media outlets see that, I feel like it's going to be a lot more BSOs, Legend of Winnings, MJ2Ks all days that's going to get those opportunities, because it's like, all right, if these players are comfortable talking to these guys, you're not going to get somebody spazzing out. You're not going to get some crazy, ugly outtake because they're comfortable. It's relatable. A lot of y'all are going to be around the same age group. There's going to be a lot more things you can relate on, like you said, with you and Ja. Your dad's was a big inspiration, like a lot of stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is going to matter in the long run, especially with how the internet is constantly moving forward, everything like that. Stuff is going to change. I seen on Twitter, like probably, I don't know if it was yesterday, 2 days ago, Skeets gave you a shout out. He was like, he admired your work ethic and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, I remember all those times I'm watching the starters and they shouting out
NBA
YouTube.
TV.
Yeah,
right?
they shouting out a YouTube guy. And I'm like, stuff like that is going to translate later on down the line for a lot of other people. Like, if they notice Kenny, they're going to notice a lot of other people. I remember when Michael Zimmer dropped a vlog of when he met Giannis. Giannis walked up and dapped him up and was like, yo, I watch your video. And I always remember that because that lame fucker behind him was like, oh, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say like, oh, you're a hater, whatever. But Giannis gave him a shot like, yo, I watch your video. So it's NBA players out there keeping their ear to the ground and watching NBA YouTubers. So it's going to be opportunities like that for everybody that's putting in that work, putting in that grind. And I respect the NBA YouTube community because everybody's cool. Like, everybody, there's no crab mentality. There's no holding somebody down to get myself up. No matter how big your viewership is, like for us, we're getting like 1.6K views on our stuff like that. And you volunteered yourself to come on when we asked, who do y'all want to see? Like, that blew my mind because I watch this stuff all the time. I was like, but when Beso said that, I was like, the fuck out of here. Kenny didn't volunteer that. But he showed us in the group chat. He was like, yo, me. I'm like, yo, that's dope. You don't see that. You won't see that too often in the 2K community unless those people are tight-knit. You're not going to see that too much in any other community because it's a crowd mentality, which is sad, but I love being a part of the NBA YouTube community, even though my channel ain't nothing. But I love being a part of this community because everybody's helpful. Everybody loves giving advice. They like seeing everybody else shine and grind because y'all all were, at some point, y'all all were at the bottom looking at each other, all grow. So that's something I just love about this community and everything like that.
But even with the NBA YouTube shit, like, I think in the 2K community and a lot of other communities, once you reach like 100K, like some people feel like they can only talk to 100K and up people. Yeah. Yes. But like with me, like with the award show, I hit up like 2 to 3 channels with 30, 40K. Like Mojo has like 40K on YouTube, and I was like, yo, he has really good camera presence. You know, I think he'd be a good fit for the video. Like Nico Hoops, I'm hopping on his podcast too. Like he only has, not only, but like 30,000, which again is not on that 100K level. But I was like, yeah, this guy seems like a cool dude. Let me hop on his podcast and support him. Like even Rusty, like the whole squad was supporting him with the Scott with Brian shit.
Oh yeah.
The whole community was together for that one. So I fuck with the NBA community in that sense, that like everyone's just kind of like, if this guy goes up, then that means I'm going up. The whole community's going up. So there's a community.
At the end of the day, I feel like there's so many eyes out there that everybody can eat. It's not like people have 10 minutes of YouTube time. Somebody can watch a Beso's video, then go hit a Rusty Buckets video, then go hit a Low video. So we can make sure that we keep each other up there just by helping each other out when we can. You know what I'm saying? It's just all of us can eat at the same time and everybody will be good.
It's a brotherhood instead of a competition. And that's the best. And that's the best way to have it. That's the best way to look at it.
Yeah. And speaking on Low and the Amp people, bro. Kenny, I saw your tweet. I saw your tweet last week. Well, it was more so the clip from Agents podcast. Of
which
him.
One?
The one where he was calling out the Through the Wire crew when you guys were playing basketball.
I'm not even worried about AMP.
Look, I know you're gonna rep your boys. But in a game of 21, half court only, what's the score looking like, bro?
I gotta hear this one.
I don't know.
I haven't seen them play. I have not actually watched the video of them hooping. I just know that my boys are pretty damn good. I'm the worst player on the team by far. I know that, like, just by looking at Duke, I could tell that he can hoop. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about the other guys. I just feel confident in my boys. That's it. That's all. Listen, and even in quarantine, I'm in the basement working on my handle, so I don't look like I'm the worst by far.
I'm in the basement working on my handles.
I'm gonna be Kenny's anger translator on some Key and Peele stuff. Basically, what he just said was, listen, I don't know about them AMP boys over there, other than the LeBron looking Duke Dennis pulling the 2018 Cavs performance. I ain't worried about nobody over there because my boy's good.
No, but the worst part about that is that he picked the worst possible video to like react to for 10 seconds. He went to like the 4th video on the recommended after he typed it in. The first 3 videos were like actually playing basketball. And in that one, we were just at the gym just shooting around. Like we played against RDC World Y'all know
I've
those
seen that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Bust they ass 4-5 times in one
did.
day. Easy.
That's tough.
I ain't
That's
gonna
Bust they
lie.
ass.
That video, watching y'all bust their ass, I forgot bro's name. Y'all's big man. Listen,
D Mills,
I'm-
yeah.
Yes, I'm a center in real life. Love playing post. I was watching him work them boys. I was like, please God, if you just give me one opportunity, I gotta see what it's like because he was working. He was working them boys.
And the scary
That
thing
video.
is, he in shape now.
I see
He,
that.
Oh.
he dropped his girlfriend and then
peeping.
dropped 40 pounds, and he is in shape now.
That glow up.
So he's
glow up.
nasty.
Anybody that ain't seen that video, go watch that video. That boy,
Yeah.
listen, he will make Zebo proud. He was working boys
For real.
in the paint. He was doing work.
The only time we actually lost to them, RDC, is when they had Marcellus Howard on their team, and he's basically a pro basketball player.
Yeah, I went to the same high school as him. He went
Oh,
to my
for
high
real?
school. Yeah, when I played ball my junior year, him, it was a dude, Jalen Coates, who's a professional player overseas. They was best friends. He was at like my first workout for the team. He was there busting my ass. Marcellus Howard. I know him pretty good. Yeah,
Nasty.
he's been nasty forever.
Yeah.
He's been nasty for a minute. But yeah, he's a good dude. But let me tell you now, you ain't got nothing to worry about with A&P. I've seen a lot of their videos.
That's
outside,
tough.
you had it right. Outside of Duke.
Hey Dom, you want to call them out right now? I might take the let's keep it a buck, boys, bro.
Listen,
Y'all sleeping on
Low-key?
Justin. Y'all sleeping on Justin, bro.
Me?
all I'm saying
Justin.
is-
Yo.
all I'm
Justin,
saying is,
low-key a baller,
I've
bro.
been telling
I'm
Lo,
6'3".
I told Lo a while ago. The best content if you get the two best thick boys in the world to go 1-on-1. I told Lo, just let me come down. I get my own flight. We just do a 1v1. Let me and Agent go, me and you go. I play Phantom. I don't care who I play. Just throw the ball in the court.
You don't want no
playing
phantom
front
smoke.
court.
You don't want no phantom smoke.
Only person in A&P you gotta be worried about is Duke, and that's just if he gets mad and start pushing you all over the place. And Duke ain't gonna push me, but
Everybody put this on the
Only
Instagram.
only person.
Go ahead, stand on. That's
Worry about-
who you gonna stand on by yourself. I don't know about
We keeping it a
that.
buck. We
That's
keeping it a
tough,
buck.
that's tough.
And Bezos told me I couldn't give
Don't-
Kenny no negative questions, so I'm gonna keep it all negative on this end. Duke is the only one to worry about. Phantom, not worried about Phantom. Davis is like Davis is. He's
I saw a picture of him
Davis-
like dunking, though. I saw a picture of him like at least close to dunking.
Listen,
that
Davis
might
is
be-
getting better. He's the second best player on A&P. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Unless they get that Chris dude. That Chris dude can actually ball too. But
We only got 4.
I don't know. Yeah. So if y'all do 4, most likely they probably won't run with Agent because they want to win. Agent's definitely not.
My God.
Agent's definitely not.
Yo, send this clip to
worry.
Asian, bro. Low key.
Agent's not a worry.
I'm not trying to fly
Agents
out to
on
North
Asian.
Carolina to ball with nobody and get my ass
Listen,
kicked. So let's relax.
I'm just keeping it a buck. All right. Agent's not nothing to
Always.
worry about. Chris, Duke, maybe Davis. That's it. That's 3 people. You good. You straight. You
Wait,
got nothing to worry
how
about.
tall
man.
are you? How tall are you, Wordu?
6'2".
No, you're
6'2", Dom. Dom, how tall are you?
Wait.
What?
Where do
6'3", 6'4"?
How tall are you?
All right, I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3".
Bro,
He
we
went
got
up after he
6'3",
heard my height.
6'2". We got two.
I'll
We
give him
got 3
6.
6'3" dudes.
He's 6 foot.
And my 5'8" ass on a good day.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I tell people I'm 5'8", and they see me in public, they like,
Yeah, that's not 5'8", buddy. That's not 5'8", buddy.
5'8" with Tim's on.
Crazy. We might take the. No, once we get up there, we might have to visit
yeah,
Atlanta.
we for sure. I'm for sure gonna try to hit them up once all this is over.
Who's it? What's this group called again?
AMP.
AMP.
AMP. Yep.
AMP.
AMP.
Yeah, this was Low, Duke, Dennis, Phantom, Agent. They got a squad out there.
I know
man.
who Low
They're,
is.
they're
All I'm
killing it
saying
on the
is,
AMP channel.
I'm
too.
not worried about a squad who fight each other. That's anybody that play
We got
ball. No,
this.
you ain't got to worry about that team.
We got to
They
get a
got too
2K.
much in
We
the
got to
turmoil.
get a YouTube bubble going.
You put like a 2016
YouTube
under.
bubble.
A YouTube NBA bubble. That's great. YouTuber bubble.
YouTuber
What's
bubble.
next? That's what's next.
YouTuber bubble. All right, Kenny. I had another question. All right. So again, since I can't hit you with any negativity questions.
Time out. I didn't even say. I'm just saying.
Can we be negative? Can we be negative?
I'm just
Nah,
saying.
nah,
Don't
keep
it a
don't
bug.
specifically
Keep it a
get
bug.
dirt from him, bro. That's all I said, bro.
So I got the green light. I got the green light.
Who's your least favorite
I'm
YouTuber?
here. Just ask anything. passed away.
He said, "Who's your least favorite YouTuber?" We're not gonna do it like that.
Kenny,
don't like, yo, Kenny, who's the YouTuber that you fucking hate? Like, just not that type of shit.
Like that though. I'm not gonna say it like that.
You about to finesse the question?
I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna flip a question that I asked Rusty last week, but I'm still gonna keep a little
that you stole from me.
Shut up.
Such a head ass.
Look, this is what we're gonna do. Who's one? Let's keep it in the NBA community. Who's one NBA YouTuber that you see that makes you want to do better? Like you see their growth. Because Rusty said it last week. He had this great line where he was like, "It's a couple guys in the community that I have a battle with that they don't know I'm battling with them. Like it's just a battle through my eyes, just so I can do better, just so I can strive harder, work harder." Is there anybody like that for you in the NBA community? And on the flip side, is there any YouTuber in general who you see doing stuff and you're just like, look, I don't understand how this is gaining so much traction. Like you could be better. Like you could do better. You could put a little more edits in your videos. You could not steal ideas. Like anybody like that rings the bell.
And we need names, Kenny.
To the second half of that, I don't know if you really had those people. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. I feel like the 2K community outed the one dude that was doing that. He was stealing ideas and stuff, and he was stealing a lot of my shit. And I don't think he uploads. LNU? Does LNU still upload?
LNU, first of all,
LNU
is a disgrace. That boy is terrible.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in years.
Yeah, ever since he got exposed from faking videos, stealing videos, and when he ripped off his editor, that's what really did him in. When they got exposed for ripping off his editor, that's when it kind of killed him. And then he resolved to pulling up the NBA players' little training camps for kids and just letting them bust his ass for content. I'm dead serious. If you go on his channel, he pulled up the Chris Paul, James Harden, anybody relevant, he'll pull up and just let them bust his ass. And he's like a white flight. Like it's sad. Okay,
no, he lost the flight. He even worse than flight.
Oh yeah, he's worse than flight. He lost the flight. Like
how is that possible?
Which is like career suicide when it comes to playing basketball. If flight beat you twice, don't pick up a ball. Like that's terrible. The worst player shouldn't lose the fight. But go ahead.
The first half, and it's maybe a bit weird because we're not even really in the same lane or even in the same like content area, bro. The stuff that Cash Nasty does, as far as like how he's able to pull 60,000 views on his second channel is insane to me. Like he could sustain his whole family based on his second channel. And then the second channel videos are usually just reactions, right? So they don't even take that long. It's just him being to flight. Yeah. It's just him being himself for 20 minutes, upload it, throw some ads on it. And then he can spend 2 weeks getting prepared for his main channel video because he know he's fine on that second channel. I feel like just his entire story is something to kind of look up to from him streaming 12 hours a day after 8-hour shift from Walmart to now him in the spot he's in now. But again, it's kind of, it is different because I don't make even close to the same amount of or the same kind of content as Cash, but just like seeing him and grinding the way he does is something to look up to for me. But that's pretty much it though. I mean, I don't even get around to watching Cash's videos. You know what I'm saying? I can just look at his channel, look at his numbers.
You can just tell, bro. You can just tell.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, I have Cash blocked on Twitter, so I don't really know what he's posting too much. But I feel it. I be peeping the videos and the reactions to flight videos. I be peeping them, so I feel it there. And I like that you brought up LNU with the keep it negative. CB Souls, people can keep it negative and it don't get too bad. It's not even
I just didn't want you to ask, get us some shit on some YouTuber that.
Can I ask my question now? Do I have the green light?
Oh Jesus!
I guess if that's not your question.
So Kenny, is there anyone in the YouTube community that you've met in real life that doesn't really act how they act in their YouTube videos necessarily?
Like Quavo, but like YouTube.
No, I haven't met many YouTubers at all. I don't really even do like collab videos. Like I'm pretty to myself when it comes to the community. The one time I did get to meet a lot of the people, they were like, they came to Chicago. We talking like, no, that they don't even fit. But okay, so a while ago, this had to be like 3 years ago. Jesser, LSK, Troy Dan, Cash, LNU was actually there just before the LNU stuff. A lot of those dudes came to Chicago for like this whole event, and I was there.
Event.
The 2K event, you know what I'm saying? It was
remember that video?
The Winter City Bulls, they like did some type of 2K event and invited a bunch of YouTubers. And that was like the only time I really had to interact with other YouTubers, and everybody was cool. I tell a story that like Jester was just like the realest person there, because I was talking to him, and at this point I had just hit 50,000 subscribers on that day. And I had my camera and I was like vlogging the experience. He's like, "You make YouTube videos?" I was like, "Yeah." And I told him my channel. He's like, "I'll check it out." Then later that night I get a notification that he had followed me. You know what I'm saying? It's just something, it's very small for him to remember, because he was it was like 1,000 kids there. But he interacted with me and followed me that day, and it was just super cool. But other than that, I ain't really had no interactions with people. Like when All-Star Weekend was here in Chicago, a lot of the 2 Hype guys were here. I met Chris. We were supposed to shoot some stuff, but something had came up for both of us. So I didn't even really get to meet him for more than we talked for like 20 minutes and we went our separate ways. So far, I ain't just really had no interactions.
So where do you roll for 3?
Response from Rusty too. Got the same response from Rusty, you know.
And
what did Rusty say?
What did Rusty
say?
The same.
Pretty much the same thing that you were saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's 0 for 3 with that question. He asked you, Low, and Rusty.
I'm gonna get somebody.
He got to get somebody that's out there in the IRL community though, because me and Rusty be in our rooms making videos. You got to talk to like the dudes that's playing basketball and stuff.
He's waiting for somebody to be like, "Man, you know what? Yeah, matter of fact, you know, Mike Korzemba was definitely
that Korzemba guy is kind of,
you know, I met Korzemba. I actually did meet Korzemba. Now that y'all say that, but he was cool too. I don't have any negative stories about nobody.
I expect everybody to be who they are, because YouTube is not like TV. It's like you're just you always have to sell yourself. Like it's not like it's
like
rare.
You are the content.
Yeah, it's rare that you find somebody being a character and that blows up on YouTube. Yes, there are people who they are a character on YouTube, but for the most part, it's a bunch of people that's just selling themselves on this platform, and it's been like that for 15 plus years now. So a lot of people are going to be who they are: good, bad, angry, sad, whoever. They're going to be them.
So,
but 0 for 3.
Okay.
yeah.
Shot my shot.
Sorry, man. You looking like Dion Waiters out here, bro. It's all right. It's all right.
Boy,
he looking pretty nice though.
You got to shoot.
He out here shooting like
Dion looking pretty nice,
man. It's crazy.
Hey, now this next question is kind of a Kenny, Dom, and me type thing, because I was talking to Dom about this yesterday. With if we can cut this out if we don't really have to talk about this, but Kenny, do you remember Almighty Ballers?
Oh man!
Yep.
Wow.
He remember Almighty Ballers, all right.
That's a throwback, but yeah, I definitely remember Almighty Ballers, bro. You don't have to cut this out, bro. I'm cool with talking all this shit about
it sound like he about to keep it a buck. Oh yeah.
All right. So for the people who don't know, back in 2017, 2018, there was this podcast network that had pretty much like all the big NBA YouTubers at the time. They had me, SDC, and Dom. They had Low and Agent. They had Kenny and Through the Wire. They had MDJ's pod when he was still doing YouTube. They had a Funky Diabetic at the time too. So it was like everyone big in the community. And I'm honestly iffy on the story too, like a little blurry on the story too, which is why I wanted to talk about this with both of y'all. So what exactly went down? Like why? When did everything go left? Because I think it was like a whole network. Like a bunch of people had problems with them.
What happened just one person. They finessed everybody. Well, from my perspective, they finessed everybody. I know they finessed us, but because I don't know, and I have no idea why. But when SDC whenever they talked to him about making a podcast, stuff like that, he set up however we were going to get paid through my email. So I would have to do the W-9s and all the information, which again, I have no platform. I was just the tag along, in my opinion. I don't know why I had to do it, but happy to do it. So from what I remember from going through everything, we was doing it, and I want to say we did it for 3 months? We had a good
3-4 months.
3-4 month run. We were just constantly uploading everything. And around the second month, we all kind of like looked at each other and we was like, where's the check? Like the whole point of us being here is because they promised us a check. Like, what's the point? They throwing ads on. It's all professional. Where's this check? I remember getting calls from family members that was checking it out like, yo, y'all got like AutoZone ads and State Farm ads, and like y'all really must be making money. Yeah, and I'm lying to everybody. I'm like, oh yeah, we doing good. We living good. Y'all finally, we finally made it out here, baby. But yeah, lying my ass off to people. Months go by, wonder where the money is. Then probably around the end of the run, we were like, okay, we're not getting money. We found out that something happened to where it was like a transition with whoever was running Almighty Ballers, and they just vanished. From what I understand, like they just dipped, and it was a new dude. Yes, they just dipped. Like I don't. When I asked the dude, because remember, Lowe was the dude Lowe told us about the guy that was able to get him the money. So when Lowe gave me his email, I asked him like, "Yo, what happened?" He was like, "Man, listen, y'all were dealing with some faulty people." And he basically said I was dealing with con artists, and they just vanished. Like around the last episode or whatever that we did. After that, they just kind of vanished or whatever. So he was explaining to me like we basically got finessed out of at the time $2,000. We got us. We got finessed. The dish. He was able to give us, I want to say like $350 to $400 just from feeling bad that we got finessed. Like because we didn't sign nothing. I mean, I didn't sign nothing. B-Souls, I don't know if you signed something.
I don't think we signed anything really.
Yeah, we didn't sign nothing. So it wasn't like, oh, it's in writing that we're supposed to get X, Y, and Z. There was no legal obligations for them to pay us. It was just word to mouth. It was the honor system. Like, oh, y'all gonna put us in your platform and pay us? Cool, I have no problem with that. We were young, we weren't thinking. But yeah. So push come to shove, they told us that, yeah, we'll be able to give you X amount of dollars, but y'all are actually based off the views that y'all were pulling, because we pulled we were at like 120,000 by the time we stopped doing it, probably more than that.
That podcast was doing so much better than I thought it was, bro. We should have kept it going, bro.
When I told you to go back and look at the reviews,
that's like Team Mac and VC of the podcast community, bro. Like we split up too early, bro. Come on now.
That was like, I wish somebody told me it was the good old days before they passed, man. God dang, that shit hurt. But he told me like, yo, I can give you this amount of money, and he showed me. I have to go in my emails and find it, but he showed me like based off the ad revenue that we got from the views we were getting, we were supposed to get way more. And when I say a couple thousand, I don't mean 2 or 3. Like we were supposed to get, some money. We were supposed to get a check,
right? So Kenny, did you have anything to say about this on your end?
Yeah, and I'm looking at my email trying to go back to the old times, man.
Oh, you're pulling up the receipts.
Let me get the evidence, head ass.
So we agreed to be with them because, again, I was a YouTuber. I was doing fine, but I needed like some type of incentive to have the rest of the homies to continue to do this show, right? So, okay, They say they can promise us a check every month for around this amount based on how many downloads we have. Cool. So we signed. And then first month go bad. I mean, our stories are very similar. First month go bad. Numbers are crazy. We number 3 on iTunes. Jalen Roses gave us a shout out on his show. And the numbers are great. And I'm looking, I can see our numbers. I can see how many downloads we have. And then I think the dude name was Brian. I text Brian. What's up? What's the ETA on the first paycheck? And he's like, oh, don't worry. We got you next week. We cool. We record our next episode. No thing. I tell my boys next week. He say we got us. We can split this money up. We all cool. Next week come around. Brian, what's up? Something came up. Got you in 3 days. 3 days never came. It never came.
Oh, man.
It didn't come in 3 days, but eventually it got to the point where he gave us like 600, but it was like 600 even. So I know it wasn't based on the downloads because B-Souls, you don't get $600 with 0 cents and zero.
Right. Yeah.
When you do stuff like this. So I knew it was just him giving us money so we didn't go out and expose or we don't go out and go to a different platform. But it's 600. I give it to the guys. Here, let's go 600. Let's keep doing our show. And then eventually we start getting into contact with some of the other people. Like that's when I start getting into contact with House of Highlights. And I'm telling Brian, like, we are about to leave. He threw us 4 G's.
No.
4 G's.
Wish we got thrown 4G.
But I'm guessing that was probably like underpaying you guys too, right? The 4G.
Definitely had.
I couldn't tell you.
Their revenue report system was just. I was like,
I took it,
how much are we really
gave it to the
making?
guys, and we still left Almighty Baller, and now we have some highlights now. Like, thanks.
He pulled a G move. I like that.
But for real,
I like that.
They were out there. They were out there finessing because, like he said, we were all young and dumb, just trying to make some money on our basketball talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We had platforms, we had people listening, and we just wanted to. They even offered us. They promised us a Kyle Kuzma interview, rookie Kyle Kuzma interview.
Oh,
and
man.
we just waited. One of the homies on the show, he's a diehard Lakers fan, and y'all know rookie Kyle Kuzma. Rookie Kyle Kuzma was nice.
Ricky Kyle Kuzma was that
prime Kyle Kuzma.
That's prime.
Right?
Summer League Kuzma.
The best Kuzma.
Come on now.
That was the best Kuzma to have.
Facts.
And it never came. And now that I'm looking at it, I think they rebranded, and they're no longer called Almighty. They're called something else.
Did they rebrand? Because I looked them up
they
on
would have
Google,
needed to rebrand.
and I think it was like on like a podcast website. Like all of our podcasts are still on their network. Like it says
really?
Through the Wire, peer to like low. It says peer to peer. Dish is still on there. Switch Factor, like that whole shit was crazy. Man.
They just have our like old episodes.
I don't think it was a Almighty Baller specifically. Like it was like some other third-party podcast website.
Okay.
But it was like one of the first links if you look up Almighty Ballers. But I was trying to dig up like anything on them from the past 2 to 3 years, and like from 2018 and on, like they've just been
Con artists, man. They did.
People realize
They pulled that old 1920s pull up in the circus van and be like, "Hey, I got this bottle of magic water, sell it to you and bounce." Nigga, like they wasn't.
Hey.
I was out
Crazy.
there DMing because they had sent us this spreadsheet of like all of the shows that were signed, and I was going out DMing every show owner, like, "Did you get paid? Have you gotten paid?" And no, everybody's like, "Nope, not yet. Nope, not yet." And people were just cool with it. They were just I don't understand it.
We had one dude from a different show on. I think it was a Lakers, like a Laker oriented type of deal on the Almighty Ballers Network. But we had him on, and before we went on, we were like, "Yo, just be real with us. Have you been paid yet?" He was like, "Oh, nah." I forgot how long he did it. I want to say he said, "I've been doing it for like 5 months and I ain't get paid yet." And we was like, "What?"
5 months?
And that's when the downfall for us started. It was like 5 months. We were like 3 months in by the time. He said 5 months. And he was just like, he was content with not being paid.
Y'all know Dave DeFore?
No,
he's big into NBA. Like he works for the Athletic now. At that time, he was with Almighty Baller. He's one of the people I DM'd. I was like, "Have you got paid yet?" He said, "I don't think we've gotten a single payment. Honestly, I have never thought about it." How do you not think about getting paid for your work?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I forgot who I heard it from, but I think someone told me like some people just stuck with Almighty Ballers just because like they didn't care. Like they're like, "All right, here's a platform."
A lot of the people.
I asked him how long he'd been signed. He said we joined last year. He had went a whole year without getting paid and didn't think about not getting paid. That's so crazy. Now he's with the Athletics though, so shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Look glow up.
Because I honestly at the time wasn't worried about it too much. Because with Playmakers, what they did with us was I think the first 1 month or 2 you signed with them, they're like, "All right, we gotta collect all the revenue reports, and then we'll give it out like a little delayed." But I was like, yeah, they've been cool with it every single month. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is like a similar thing. And I think maybe SEC was under that impression too, because he's with Playmakers too. So maybe we were like, all right, this is like the normal, I guess, in the community and shit. But nah, bro,
not over here.
AdSense boys were like,
look. I knew for SEC and Bezos, because that's when SEC was really starting to pop off and he was starting to take off in his own thing. Bezos had his thing going. And I was just like, yo, my boys is eating, so they're not worried about the money. I got a job, and my whole dream is like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an NBA analyst. I wanted to be the next Stephen A. That was my goal. So if I can get on the platform, talk my BS about basketball and shout my Nick Wright, LeBron bias stands, I was happy. Like I was getting fucking 10 subscribers an episode. That was lovely to me. I was happy with that. Yes, I wanted to check, but it was like I was just happy living out what I wanted to do. I could just come on, talk with some dudes I was cool with, and talk to a lot of people, because we was, I don't know how, but we was pulling in a lot of goddamn numbers through that thing. So I was happy with that, and I wasn't really thinking about getting paid the first 2 months. But once bro said, I remember vividly, once he said, yeah, man, it was like been like 3 months. It's been like 5 months. We ain't been paid. I ain't really worried. I was like, shit, nigga, I'm worried for you. What the hell you mean you ain't worried? Wait a minute. And then we had that conversation, and that's when kind of stuff started to slow down. We started slowing up on the uploads because we were like, bro, if y'all not gonna pay us, we're not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like,
that's and we also had scheduling problems.
Scheduling issues, yeah. Everybody's schedule was wild.
Yeah, because I think that was the summer before I was going into college. So I was like, yo, I don't. They're forcing me to have a roommate. And
SDC had just moved, right? SDC either just moved or was planning to move with his girl, so he had that to deal with. And I was just there for the ride, so I was like, "No, you guys can't do it. No, okay, that's great. All right."
And let me tell you, with how freshman year went for me, we couldn't do that podcast, bro. Like my roommate was a party animal, bro.
Freshman Souls was a different animal.
Fresh Souls.
We don't talk about that, bro.
Listen, I see why you didn't want to do the podcast no more. He had no damn time. My man, B Souls was living his best life his freshman year.
I had a semester of fun, bro. But we lowered
sure
it down.
It wasn't a year of fun.
Maybe two semesters, but
that one was a party animal. I seen a new side of B Souls. Agni started to clear up.
I didn't even know about that side until that year. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo.
The Agni started to clear up. That boy was like, I'm out the house. A YouTube video. What?
Man didn't have parental supervision and just went crazy.
Like, I got gen eds. Taking English. Yeah, but we've grown since then.
I'm just glad the damn Almighty Baller story is the same for everybody, and they fucked everybody out of. Well, not the same for everybody because we ain't getting no 4K. I think that 4K would have made us stick around a little longer, but we didn't get that one. But we didn't press them like y'all did though. We wasn't.
No, we were on it, bro. We
didn't start pressing to the end.
Daily.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think we pressed until Low hit us up.
Yeah, we ain't pressed until Low said something.
I think Low got hit up from Kenny, if I believe. I'm not too sure.
I'm telling you, I was DMing everybody that had a show. Like, have you got paid? Not a single person said yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it for the topics this week, man. Y'all got anything else to bring?
Nah, man. I got my negative question out the way. I got my 2 good questions out the way. I'm good.
I got one last question. Who would you? Oh, I know you said you don't like to do collabs, but who would you do a collab though with?
I don't know.
Like, if there was a gun to your head and you had to do a collab. Like,
I know you a vegan and you don't eat meat. I know you a vegan and you don't eat meat, but if you had to eat meat, what would you eat?
You're vegan?
Yo, Justin,
okay, better yet, who are your top 3 favorite NBA YouTubers?
There you go.
Okay.
He said they were the favorite
2K or
YouTubers.
Regular NBA. Or both.
Or we talking about like the whole community in general?
Yeah.
I really mess with agents videos. I mean, I don't get around to watching a ton of YouTube, but I do enjoy agents videos. I'm looking at my sub box, just trying to see who am I even subscribed to.
You going to recent videos like, who did I watch last? Let's just see what we did.
I just don't get around to watching that many videos as like you would think a YouTuber would be watching. If anything, I keep up with people's numbers more than anything.
That's a fact, right?
How much people
sometimes I just watch videos to look at what they're doing.
Exactly. That's how I spend most of my time. If I'm going on YouTube, it's probably not actually to watch, but just to see how much people are growing and is how other videos are doing. Because it's like, again, it's not really a competition, but I do want to see what's working in the community.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like film room. It's like film room. You in there to study the game.
So I can't answer your question. I don't even know.
Okay.
That's a way better answer than what Rusty gave. That's
what did Rusty say?
That man Rusty said, "Yeah, man. I like." Who did he say? He said, "Funky
I like B Souls. I like Legend of Winning."
Not even that. He said, "I like."
No, he didn't.
I forgot who he said, but he said, "Who's your 3 favorite YouTubers?" He's like, I'm just gonna give 2 random and stuff like that. He said, he's like, "Yeah, I like Funky Diabetic. I like Low, and yeah, there's no third." And we was sitting there like, man, it's not like B-Souls isn't here. Like, he just actually come on. Like, just haircut third.
I'm talking shit about my boy Rusty. I'm his number one fan.
Nah, Rusty's my guy, bro.
Yeah.
Rusty followed me on Twitter. I felt honored, but
Justin, the biggest
Rusty's my
NBA
guy.
head here, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know about the knowledge he has.
Y'all just wait till we get to our.
Justin
what was
had
that
the
last
best
question
clip.
you had?
I don't know, bro.
Our last topic. I got a question
Uh-oh.
for Kendall.
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh no! Oh Lord!
On NBA related,
Uh-oh.
these thumbnails be looking pretty clean.
Thank you.
But
I didn't know that was a question.
how
Head ass.
do you get those teeth so white? God,
It's
damn.
lighting. It's lighting, bro. The light is about.
Your teeth are mad white though. I'll be
They
peeping that.
white as hell.
But I don't think my teeth are any whiter than
What do you
a normal
do?
person. I'm
Dude,
telling you,
stop.
it's just my lighting. It's
That's
just
cap.
my lighting.
No.
The lighting
He
hit
said that's
perfectly.
cap.
Do you brush 4 times a day? Oh, it's a mosquito. Do you brush 4 times a day?
Just 2. You know what I'm saying? Just 2.
What do you use?
We got
Justin,
one
I
with
hate
the,
you
with the
so
normal
much.
crest, and we
I
got
don't
one
believe
with the activated charcoal mix.
He's capping.
Oh, that hello. That hello.
we got two
toothpaste.
toothpaste.
charcoal.
So you got
Yeah,
two
yeah,
toothpaste.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's special.
Okay.
Most people just get the
Living large.
cheapest
Okay.
Colgate and
So you
call
do-
it a
Better
day.
say,
Do you
I
do
go to the
charcoal
dollar
in the
store,
morning
whatever's
and
a
then
dollar,
regular in
I'm
the
taking
afternoon,
it.
or do you
Yeah.
both at once?
No, they're both at this like the same time. So both in the morning, both at night.
So you put the crest and then you sprinkle some charcoal on top?
Charcoal first, then the crest. Because the charcoal leaves the teeth somewhat black, so you got to put the crest over it.
So
just
you
to
brush your
fill out
teeth
the
4
charcoal.
times. You brush it twice in the
Oh,
morning.
I guess technically, but it's still just one time brushing, right? Y'all never double dip on the toothpaste?
No.
We only put one thing on the toothpaste. We done?
That's why your teeth so white, man. You doing what not? You putting the extra work in.
He put in
I'm
that
using
extra
him
If I
toothpaste, bro.
hadn't grilled him like that, we never would have got the answer. That's what I'm saying.
head ass.
I can
Man,
guarantee
you really grilled him.
So
Ever
it's
make
charcoal
it far.
charcoal crest every day, consistent.
You got
That's
your
how you
notepad
get
out?
those. That's how you get those pearly white thumbnails.
But
I heard
again,
strawberries helps your teeth too.
it's just
Strawberries.
Yeah.
We're talking
Like
about
you
teeth
squeeze
care.
strawberries and mix it together. I don't know.
Hey man, yo Kenny, thank you for coming on, man. Dealing with all our bullshit. Bro.
No, I've been a huge fan. I'm a huge
For
fan.
dealing with
Kenny.
all our bullshit.
Thank you. Oh my God. that
When
was
Kenny
so
joined the
crazy.
Zoom, this man Justin was watching his first ever rebuild
that's not
video,
true.
and
That is-
Kenny was just like, "Yo, is he watching my video?"
I didn't know he was in the Zoom. I was watching this. his
That's
Big
why I
Three
texted
rebuild.
you, bro. Yo,
But so you get that too, right? Where like you can't just the idea of somebody else watching your video just kind of it's just a bit weird. You just get a weird feeling, especially like if you hear it in the background. It's just you know what I'm saying. Nobody likes their own voice. It's
bro,
just,
I think a couple of days ago, my fam was just put up one of my videos as a joke, and that shit I went to my room like, yo, I'm out. Like no
Who is it that
questions
posts
asked.
the Instagram videos? Is that Wordu?
It's Wordu. Yeah.
I have never watched I can't. I've never watched a single one.
I'm surprised because that last one you put up, you were gold. Listen,
I was
that
on it?
clip with Rusty, I died. Because listen, Kenny, if you think that was awkward with him watching one of your first videos when you got here, this man legit on podcast too, not before, not after, not with the cameras off, live on air, told this man, oh yeah, you know, I've seen like 4 or 5 of your videos, the good ones. Proceeded to name the ones, right? And this man Rusty was like, wait, those are my worst videos.
That
He's
shit
like,
took me out, bro.
Those are the good ones. I died laughing.
But when
It was hilarious.
when you think your worst videos and your number one fan loves them, that's how you know you're making it. Your number
When
one fan.
someone
It was the
who's
timing
never
of
watched
it. It
your
was the
videos-
timing of it.
When
That's
someone
the
who's
nation.
never watched
When
you-
I said your best ones, what I meant was like out of the 4 I watched, your best ones were these. Like that's what I meant.
he said,
but the way
I've
I
seen
said
4 or
it,
5 of your videos, the good ones.
The good-
And that man Rusty was like, wait, which ones? Oh, the what will we do next video? Or what should they do next?
he's like,
whatever
the
it was.
2K talks. Those are trash.
He said, those are trash videos. He was like, yeah, I know, the good ones. I was like, bro, you can't do this to these people, man.
No, but he came
Yeah.
through with his promise. He did the Cavs rebuild video.
He was already
Came out,
going
what,
to do that.
Friday?
he was gonna do that, bro. I told you.
Go and watch it. I special requested a video from him, and he made it just for me, his number one fan. You know,
And you were the first comment on that video too. I'll give you that one.
You really were. You really were.
Was it really?
Yes, he had
I
the
turned the
notifications
noties
on
on.
just for it. I want to say he put up a day late just to see if Justin was really a fan too.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna drop on Wednesday. He dropped a Thursday. He's testing him.
Keep me on my toes, you know.
That is.
Oh man, that's funny.
One last question, Kenny. One last question.
Oh god.
All right, Rachel Nichols.
What team
vibes.
or what player do you think will surprise us in the NBA bubble? So it'll be a team and a player.
Wait. This question is just for Kenny. I thought we were all answering this one. I went and actually did my research. Goddamn. For once.
I don't know if I think that the Raptors are a lot better than what we probably see them as. We think about where they were last year and them losing one of the best players in the game. They're one of the best glue guys. You would expect them to not be as good, but they've been as good, if not better. The only problem is that, like, I don't know who I trust in those situations where we need a bucket. Like, it was basically give it to Kawhi and he'll make things work. Pascal has been all right in that this season, but he ain't been great, especially in the second half. But I do think that, like, they could make a run to the conference finals. And I wouldn't be super surprised if they won the East. That's just how good of a team they are, especially since everybody on their team traveled. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have anybody sit out, and they're healthy for the first time of the season. They've been dealing with so many injuries. Player, though, Mikal Bridges, bro. And again, that's the homie. But he's going to be starting basically because Kelly Oubre's out. Kelly Oubre's out with his injury. So Mikal's probably going to slide in the starting lineup. And Mikal is an elite defender. He's an elite defender on a team that doesn't get much like TV time. So I think people are going to be impressed with his defense when he actually is on the big screen.
I'm bangs with that pick. Philly's going to regret trading him. Don't see why Philly traded him.
That was the draft day. He was super happy to be in Philly too, right?
He was going back home because he went to Villanova, right? I want to say he went to Villanova.
And his mom works for the 76ers,
right?
right?
For the 76ers. She's
really?
For the staff. And he was sitting there with the biggest smile on his face. They came up with that son's hat, like, "Hey, son, welcome to the business." Like, he was like, for the Steve Francis.
I forgot what did they even trade him for?
Probably cash considerations, knowing them. I don't know.
Another big
probably cash so they can sign that dumb contract to get Horford. I don't know.
It's gonna bother me if I don't look it up.
For real. Yeah, I just want to point out, a few weeks ago I was saying the Raptors were going to do some numbers in the playoffs, and y'all were clowning me.
You were.
Now Kenny comes on the big shot. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
he definitely said Raptors Rockets. He did.
Okay, I'll give you that.
First of all,
the Rockets though.
Okay.
Harden, Corona, Westbrook.
I said the Rockets were going to be the most entertaining because everyone hates them.
I'm a fanboy, so I can't debunk it. I can't really go out. I want to go.
James Harden. People love to hate James Harden. People.
I thought you were talking about the Rockets.
That Rockets team, though.
Oh no, not the Rockets.
I am talking about the Rockets.
I thought you were talking about the Raptors.
No, too many.
People love to hate James Harden because of how he plays.
That's what I'm saying. Entertainment. They love to hate.
Nothing is entertaining about watching somebody shoot 20 free throws. Stop it. Nothing is entertaining about that.
You haven't seen his handles?
He said that in a game too. Someone said that to him, and he said, "Then stop fouling" or something like that. What did he say?
No. I remember it was a Drew League game, and somebody in the crowd did exactly what I would do if I seen James Harden in the Drew League game, and he was in shouting range. And it was like, "Stop all that damn flopping. It's not the NBA or something." And he turned to him and was like, "Well, stop fucking fouling. They got to foul me." I'm like, look, if you grab his arm, is that really a foul on him? Like, come on, man.
He said no one wants to see free throws, and then he clapped back, no one wants to see fouls either. I think that's what it was.
I remember that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Which is true. No one wants to see fouls,
give it to him.
But no one wants to see you grab someone's arm.
Honestly, Draymond Green's fouls are entertaining.
Entertaining when you get kicked in the balls.
I'm about to say getting kicked in the nuts. I mean, it's more entertaining than seeing Harden grab somebody else.
I love the energy he brings.
That negative energy, yeah. Love it.
Negative energy.
Love it so much.
Crazy.
Explain this dynamic. Is Justin just not an NBA fan, or I don't?
I'm an NBA fan.
Oh, okay.
No, I got a huge YouTube channel.
Because you said like you said like I did research for the first time. I was like, oh, okay.
Justin's been my friend. Justin's been my friend since high school.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a high school friend.
From my knowledge, is like a casual fan amongst a bunch of diehard.
I just know
I'm
for
a fan, but I'm not
he's entertaining.
I'm not a 3 million subscriber YouTuber. Like, I watch the games.
Yeah, it's a casual fan amongst a bunch of diehard fans. That's all it is.
Okay,
but my takes are always the best
It's fun
anyway.
to mess with him.
Look, man, I just wanted to build a cast that I know for a fact will entertain people. Whatever the fuck they say.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's a fact.
Keep
bro.
a smile on
Shout out
people's
Flight.
face.
Shout out Flight, bro.
Man, I never look. I will say this every time I get a chance to say about Flight. I've never known someone who can make losing entertaining to people.
Yeah.
Most
Crazy.
crazy. If you would have told me 5 years ago, look, there would be a lane on YouTube for one person to just lose, and he will outgrow everybody in the community.
And people make videos about him.
And people will watch him lose, talk about him losing, play him, and then watch them play him. Or, which kills me, this is what kills me.
He gets respect for losing too, cause he'd be losing the game, and the other guy would be like, "All right, man, appreciate you for doing this video with me."
Yeah,
good game,
fact. Good game, Flight, man. I'm glad I stumped you out 13-2, even though I let you get those two because I
played your heart out, man.
But no, what kills me, Flight will have a game, then Cash will react to it, then Flight will react to Cash reacting to it, then Cash will react to Flight, reacting to Cash.
And then Crispy will react.
And then Crispy will pull the best thing in the world and just sit there like.
He don't do that bad, but he's like that fourth level of reaction. The react to the reaction.
He's just giving a third party commentary, just sitting there like, oh yeah, Cash really did do that. He said that. Oh, I wonder what Flight's rebuttal was going to be. Oh, okay, that's great. Oh, okay. I don't care what no one says. Crispy, your reaction's gotta come on, man. Come on, bro.
He said that's constructive criticism.
You at least gotta pause and cut some stuff up if you're gonna do this. Like you legit are worse than some of the OG reactors.
Oh
bro.
my!
Man.
Oh man!
All right, man.
Crispy actually reacts.
Let's wrap it up, B-So. Let's wrap it up like a condom. Let's go.
We're running out of airtime, bro.
Your boy gotta go.
I got too negative. I'm sorry.
I had no idea. I didn't know he reacted to a lot of my videos too.
No one knows he reacts to their videos until they find out.
Huh?
You know what you should do in your off time, Kenny?
He's watching the video right now.
Watch it and then see how often he pauses or adds to the video. And if listen. If you think I'm crazy, I'm crazy. But if not, drop a follow on Twitter. That's all I'm saying. If I'm right, drop a follow on Twitter. Right. That's it.
Cheap plug, head ass.
Hey,
look, man. Dom right now is being a Draymond. I'm Steph Curry. I'm just. You know what I'm saying? I'm running through the screens. You know what I'm saying? Running around the screens. Shooting my threes.
I told Bezos about Crispy reacting his videos. Bezos was like, "What? Really?" Looked at it and was like, so he just watched my top 50 players video and didn't add anything. He just watched it. Nah, let me stop. Crispy, you're the guy, bro. You're the guy, Crispy.
Chill, bro. All right, let's wrap this up, bro.
Let's wrap it up. Let's go.
Who's your sleeper?
My sleeper?
Yeah.
It might be Grant Williams off the bench defensively.
He had to keep it home. He had to keep it home with the Celtics.
Honestly, didn't do too much.
My sleeper is Kyle Kuzma.
You're bugging, man. My sleeper is the GOAT, the headband himself, Alex Caruso, baby. Caruso game.
Lord.
Showing
He
out.
might be
no
starting
Rondo.
point guard.
Yeah,
he might be starting.
No,
Hey, Caruso does
Rondo.
look nice though. Caruso does look
Rondo,
nice.
so
I remember when I first
minutes.
saw him in the summer league. Me and the Discord were calling him Summer League Manu Ginobili, bro.
Y'all was calling him Summer League Manu Ginobili. Y'all called Kuzma Ben Simmons with tattoos. Is that what it was? That's what y'all called Ben Simmons at first? I mean, that's what y'all called Kuzma at first? Ben Simmons with tattoos. Good old days.
Good old days. All right,
Caruso,
man. But,
baby.
Kenny, thank you again for hopping on. Keeping it a thou out with the people, bro. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to hop on here. But you got anything to say to the people, man?
No, but this was fun. We were able to keep it a buck, which is always the greatest. And I appreciate y'all inviting me.
All right.
Anytime. Man. You're welcome.
Anytime, bro.
Anytime you feel like coming and just, keeping it unfiltered. Just know we're here to keep it a buck with you.
It's a safe place.
This is a safe space. Safe place.
Trying to be the shade room of the NBA. We're gonna be the shade room of the NBA community.
We about to be the red table talk of the NBA's community, bro. I'm telling you. About to get
So
a lot
Jada.
of entanglements.
So entanglement with Jokic.
All right, Dom. Say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, people. It's been your mom's favorite midnight snack. I'm glad y'all came out and enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter at Dom Church. Do I
Your mom's favorite midnight
snack?
snack?
Come on, man.
Your mom's.
It gets me every time.
Let him plug. Let him plug, bro. Let him plug. Let him plug.
I just want to plug the Twitter at Dom Church on Twitter. Best hot takes in the world. And that's it. Have a good night.
That's it.
Or day. Whenever y'all decide to watch this.
Let's hear all the handles. Word, dude.
Here we go.
Go ahead, bro. He's not even going to do it this time.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Follow me on SoundCloud, Alex Wardu. Money on the Road video out now. Go peep that.
That's a fact. We're going to react to it next week. We're going to react to it.
Oh, don't do that. No.
Okay,
Yes,
fine,
we are.
fine.
Too bad.
We gonna keep going?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Add me on Snapchat, CEO Chief Skeet. Add me on Twitter at Wardu the Dude. Add me on Instagram at Wardu the Dude. And that's it.
Oh, you stopping at 5?
Yeah.
He said you ran out of fingers, bro. All right, Justin, say goodbye to the people, man.
GG, everyone.
GG's, boys.
This week, we're going to be in double digits next week with number 10. And we're going to react to Wardu's video.
You almost forgot what episode we're on.
No, we can react to it.
All right, man.
Justin about to come back next week and be like, episode 9.5, guys.
I don't know. I told you, double digits are scary.
Scary. All right, man. Thank y'all for hopping on. Thank you again for Kenny for showing out. Peace out, bro.